Welcome all of you to this online webinar on how to trade without technical tension, fundamental confusion and advisory stress. Now, many people have failed to stay in stock market trading for more than a year or two because of this technical tension, fundamental confusion and advisory stress. Now, some people are used to free stuff, tips and calls, which has led to their failure. Some are used to dabba trading and gossip that has led to their failure. But today you may think, now how is it possible to trade without technicals, fundamentals or advisory, or at least even without tips and calls? Is there a way to trade effortlessly in stock market? If there is your question, then let me tell you, yes, there is an invention, a revolutionary invention of this era, and we call this as dynamic live. It has become very essential in the tough time the world is facing. And this invention is supporting people who have lost their jobs striving to earn income by trading from home, trading futures and options to come out of their fear of future life. Yes, gentlemen, this is a revolutionary invention and it is the first stock market intelligence of the world and called the Dynamic method. Now today in this session, you will learn to earn money in trading in a matter of just 1, 2, 3 easy steps. And you will also master futures and options trading in just 7 minutes. Now, having said that, I also know that many of you will laugh at it, some of you will rubbish it. But all I would like to tell you here is, just go through the session. Maybe at the end of the session, you may have to revise your opinion. Now, at the same time, I also request all of you to make sure that you look at the session as a beginner. The more you look at the session as a beginner, the faster you achieve the end results. And when I'm talking about the end results, there is only one end result that we are all working towards here. And that is to earn money, isn't it? But in order to earn money in trading, there are only two things that one can do here, and that is buying and selling. But if you want to succeed in trading, then you have to learn the right entry and right exit. That is, when to buy and when to sell is what you're supposed to learn. But today you don't have to worry about the right entry and right exit, because Dynamic Live will automatically identify and tell you the right entry and right exit. So today you don't have to waste your time doing anything else. Rather, you can straight away start trading and start earning. But at the same time, you also know that market conditions do not remain the same. There are varieties of price situations. In any given market condition, for you to get the right entry and right exit, there are some very unique intelligence at work in this Dynamic Live. Now, which are they, how do they work, and how you can benefit from it? Let's have a look. Now, as I told you, for you to succeed in trading, you must learn the right entry and right exit. But at the same time, when not to enter and when not to exit is also one important thing that you have to learn to trade. And today we have an intelligence in this Dynamic Live called the wait and act intelligence, which automatically takes care of this. Now, how does it do this? Let's have a look. So whenever the price is increasing, and if this Dynamic Live feels that this is a good point to buy, then here in the action information, it will be very clearly written as buy long, act now. It means buy signal has come, please take a long position, act now, buy it immediately. But many times when the price is increasing, and if this Dynamic Live feels that this is a trap, the price may not increase. In such a case, it will be written as buy signal, wait and buy. It means buy signal has come, but please wait, don't buy this. So when to enter, when not to enter, just by looking at this action information, you will be able to understand it. Similarly, even in a downtrend, if it feels that the price is going to decrease even further, then it will be written as sell short, act now. It means sell signal has come, take a short position, sell it immediately. And many times when it feels that this is a trap, then here it will be written as sell signal, wait and sell. In one similar situation, when we were trading in Bank Nifty in the month of June, it was written here as sell signal, wait and sell. So after it said this, the very next thing what happened was the price opened with a gap down the next day. Now looking at this, now you may start thinking that we could have sold it the previous day itself so that we could have benefited from this gap down. But in spite of the gap down, you can look at the action information. It still says sell signal, wait and sell. Because it strongly feels that sometime sooner or later the price is going to reverse. And after that, the price did reverse. So anyone without knowing this information, if you had taken a short position, by now you would have got stuck in a minus trade. But then those having Dynamic Live, looking at the action information, they would have simply avoided this trade. By avoiding this trade, they have successfully avoided a minus trade. And avoiding a minus trade in itself is a profit, isn't it? Don't you agree with this? So this is the benefit of this wait and act intelligence. Similarly, we have a zigzag caution intelligence. So whenever the price moves up and down, all the temporary price reversals are identified by these zigzag cautions. Let us see that. So in an uptrend, as the price keeps increasing, right on top you come across this red symbol. We call it as a zigzag caution. When it appears, it means get ready, the price is about to reverse. So imagine if you had taken a buy position earlier, and after looking at the zigzag caution, now what are you going to do? You will simply exit the trade, isn't it? So that is all that you are supposed to do here. So once you exit the trade, the very next day it has opened with a gap down. Now you are completely saved from this gap down. You are saved from a minus trade. And not only that, you have also successfully exited your long position very early with maximum profit right close to the top. And then even when the price is decreasing and when you have a short position in place, and right at the bottom when you come across this green symbol as a zigzag caution, you know that the price is going to reverse. And you will exit the trade right close to the bottom, and later what has happened is the price has completely reversed. So the benefit of this zigzag caution intelligence here is it helps you to exit your trades very early with maximum profits. And then we have the sideways caution intelligence. You know that the price always does not move in an uptrend or in a downtrend, it also moves in sideways. And there is one phase where majority of traders incur a series of minus trade because the price keeps moving up and down very frequently within a small range or sometime in a bigger range. And above that, majority of traders, they don't know that it is in sideways. But today you don't have to worry because Dynamic Live is the one and only platform in the whole world which can automatically identify the sideways movement for you. So in the real-time market, when the price is fluctuating, then here in the reason, it will be written at some point that sideways nearing sign. So that it is telling you much in advance that sideways movement is about to start. Be careful, it is nearing. And later the information changes to sideways start sign. And once it said sideways start sign, now you know that the sideways movement has started. And you also know that it is going to do a lot of up and down movement frequently now. So whatever buy position, whatever trade that you have taken, what you can do is you can exit your trade very early with minimum profits. Or the other best thing that you can do here is you can stop trading the script, go trade some other script which is not in sideways. And once you do that, later the information changes to sideways now. So as long as the price keeps moving in sideways, it will be written here as sideways now. And at the end, it will tell you sideways end sign. So when it says sideways end sign, now you know that the sideways movement is over. And there is a time where you have to, get in to capture the next big movement. So when you have these informations in the real-time market, then what happens is decision making becomes absolutely easy. And above that, before you do the trade, you will know which are the trades that you have to exit fast with minimum profits. And at last, we have the dynamic system cautions and DMBOTS. As I told you earlier, zigzag cautions identify the temporary price reversals, but dynamic system cautions identifies the major price reversals. So in an uptrend, as the price keeps increasing, right on top, you come across the symbol. We call it as dynamic system caution, which means the price is about to reverse. So anyone who has taken a long position, now what you can do here is you can think about exiting your long very early, close to the top. And not only that, you will also be able to take the opposite trade very early in order to capture the next big movement downward. So you can see that when this dynamic system caution appeared, the price was at around 21,621. And later, the price completely came down to 20,767. More than 900 points movement. And you could have benefited from this movement provided you knew that it is going to reverse. And even in a downtrend, as the price keeps coming down, right at the bottom, you have the dynamic system caution. And the price was at around 19,789. And later what happened was the price completely moved up to 20,987. More than 1,200 points movement. And one could have benefited from it provided you knew that it is going to reverse. Now today, the only way for you to know that it is going to reverse before it reverses is with the help of the dynamic system caution intelligence. So this is how all these multiple intelligence works. But then today, you don't have to worry because your job is not to follow all these intelligence. Your job is to follow only the Daumantic method level 2. Now what this Daumantic method does here is it collects all the information from these multiple intelligence and finally tells you what trade you are supposed to do. But then once again, when it comes to the point what trade to do, there is a question whether to trade in futures or whether to trade in options. But I'm sure most of you watching this session today are interested to trade in options. But how to trade in options? You know one reality that there are many people who have spent years of their life trying to learn what is options, all those hundreds of trading strategies to trade in options, and they're still learning. So today you people are here to decide whether you want to spend your time learning or whether you want to spend your time earning. If you have decided to spend your time earning, then you are at the right place, because Dynamic Live is the one and only platform in the whole world today which can automatically tell you how to trade in options, when to trade in options, and what to trade in options. So whenever the Dynamic Live feels that the price is going to increase, then here under the Dynamic method level 2, in the action information, it will be very clearly written as buy call option now. So it is directly telling you to buy a call option. So today you don't have to waste your time reading books, learning what is options and lot many things. Rather, you can straight away start trading. Similarly, when it feels that the price is going to decrease, then it will be written as buy put option now. So both in an uptrending market as well as in a downtrending market, it will guide you to trade and it will help you to earn money. But once it tells you to buy a call option or a put option, once you buy it, later it itself will tell you hold call option. So simply hold your position. And finally, it will tell you exit call option. So this is the point where you have to exit the trade. So when to enter, how long to hold, and when to exit, complete information will be given by the Dynamic Live itself. And in this case, it has not only told you to exit call, it has also said exit call and buy a put option, because it strongly feels that the price is going to decrease now. And once you buy a put option, later it itself will tell you hold put option. And finally, at some point, it tells you exit put option now. So the complete information is given by the Dynamic Live itself after looking into all the factors. So your job is to simply follow whatever it tells you to do. But whenever it comes to trading in options, there is one more important thing that you have to learn to do, and that is to select the right strike price. There are many people today trading in options, but then not many people have ever tried to understand that if you want to succeed big time in options trading, then you must select the right strike price. But today you don't have to worry. Even the right strike price is automatically selected by the Dynamic Live itself. So whenever it tells you to buy a call option, you just have to come look at this pyramid pointing upward. Pick one number out of these three, that is your right strike price. Similarly, when it tells you to buy a put option, you can look at the pyramid pointing downward. Pick one number out of these three, that is your right strike price. And once you have selected the right strike price, just go ahead and do the trade. But in spite of me telling you all these things, some of you watching this session are still thinking, boss, I'm a beginner. I don't know what is futures, what is options in the first place. Will I be able to learn? How many days will it take for me to learn? So lot many questions must be running in your mind. But as I promised you in the beginning of the session, today you're going to master futures and options trading in just 7 minutes. Now, being a beginner, the truth here is it is very good that you are a beginner, because you don't know anything. So when you don't know anything, your mind is a clean slate. And whatever is told here, you'll simply follow that. And that is what we want you to do. So being a beginner, all that you have to do is just read what is written here in the action information under the Dynamic method level 2. Can you read what is written here now? It is written as buy call option now. So read it loudly. And before you read it, you must know which script you are trading. So this is Bank Nifty that we are looking at. So read it as Bank Nifty buy call option now. And as I told you, when it comes to trading in options, you must also select the right strike price. So let us say you picked one strike price at 20,500. So read it as Bank Nifty buy call option now, 20,500 strike price. Can you do this much? Is it possible? If you can do this much, but if you still have a doubt, now what you can do is you can pick up your phone, make a call to your stockbroker straight away, and you can ask him over the phone that if I tell you Bank Nifty buy call option now, 20,500 strike price, will I be able to trade in options? Yes or no? You ask him. And when you ask him, you'll be surprised to listen to his answer, because his answer will be a big yes. Because they don't care whether you know what is futures, what is options. They don't care whether you are a beginner or an experienced trader. The only thing that they care here is, have you given them the complete information or not? So here you told them which script, you said Bank Nifty. What to do, you said buy call option now. Which strike price, you said 20,500 strike price. Now all the right information has been conveyed. And for you to make a phone call and convey this message over the phone, now how much time is it going to take? It is a matter of 20-30 seconds, isn't it? 30 seconds, you make a call, you tell them Bank Nifty buy call option now, 20,500 strike price. They will simply place the order and tell you what price it has been bought. After that, just cut the call. Later here in the action, it will be written as hold call option. So hold on to it. And at some point when it says exit call option, so one more phone call, you tell them Bank Nifty exit call option now. So another 30 seconds. So 30 seconds for an entry, 30 seconds for an exit. You do the 7 times in a row, it means you have mastered options trading. But how will you know that you have mastered options trading? That is when the public starts calling you that you are a master, when your stockbroker, when I start calling you that you are a master, then obviously you are a master, isn't it? But why will we people call you that you are a master of options trading? It is because when you do this 7 times in a row and at the end of 7th time, when your account balance is in profit, then obviously anyone and everyone will call you that you are a master. So the truth here is, gentlemen, it doesn't matter how many books you have read, it doesn't matter how many years of experience or knowledge you have. The only thing that matters here is, have you made money or not? You have made money, you are a master. If you have not made money, you are not a master. And similarly, today, if you want to master futures trading, here in the action, under the intra-week action, when it is written as buy long act now, one phone call, you tell them Bank Nifty futures buy long act now. Just read it. And later, if it is written as sell short act now, one more phone call, tell them Bank Nifty futures sell short act now. And you do the 7 times in a row, it means you have mastered futures trading as well. This is the reality, gentlemen. Today you can go talk to any experienced trader, any stockbroker for that matter. When it comes to practical trading, this is all that you're going to do. And today, if you people have understood this reality and if you agree with me, then it means you have already mastered futures and options trading. So don't waste your time anymore. Start trading and start earning. But when I'm saying this, some of you may be thinking, now do we have to watch it the whole day? No, you don't have to watch it the whole day. Once every 30 minutes, if you can check this action information, that is more than enough. And above that, there is this preparation wherein it will be very clearly written as get ready to buy call option, get ready to buy put option, get ready to exit call option. At least 15 to 30 minutes in advance, it will tell you what trade you're going to do next so that you can be prepared accordingly. And today, for this action information to give you an entry or an exit, there are some multiple signals at work. Like we have the golden arrow mark, we call it as intraday 3 speed signal. Then we have intraday 3 long signal. We have intra-week long signal, and then the major zigzag. Now many more signals are at work because each of the signals expertises in identifying a certain type of price movement. And as I told you in the beginning of the session, market conditions keep changing. And in these changing market conditions, for you to get the right entry, these many signals are at work. For you to get the right exit, these many signals are at work. And they are required. But today you don't have to worry because your job is not to follow all these multiple signals. Your job is to simply follow only this 1, 2, 3 easy steps. So as I promised you in the beginning of the session, your job is to simply follow 1, 2, 3 easy steps to learn to earn money. And what are these steps? First step, just add your favorite stock or index in Dynamic Live. Just add it on the screen. Second step, check what the Dynamic method action information is telling you. Whatever it tells you, based on that, simply just place orders and start trading. This is the third and final step. So this is all that you're supposed to do. So this is how easy today it has become to trade in futures and options, and this is the reason we call this as a revolutionary invention. So today let's go have a look at this Dynamic Live in the real-time market to understand how you can benefit from it. And for us to check this, I request any of you to suggest me your favorite stock or index so that we can see what this Dynamic Live is telling us to do. So in this, if you want to add any of your favorite stock or index, now all that you have to do here is just click on this favorites. Now once you click on this favorites, now what will happen is a drop down will appear like this, and in this drop down you can go select any of your favorite stocks. So let us check, let's say we check Z Entertainment Limited, Z. Once I have selected it, now my job is to just come and look at this action information, and you can see the action is telling us hold call option. It means sometime back it has already told us to buy a call option, and now it is telling us to hold call option. So this is the point where it has told us to buy a call option. It was at 11th of August 9:55 today morning at 9:55, and the price was 155.65, and from there the price has now moved up to 158.60, more than 3 points movement in this one single move. And I'm sure if you're trading in futures and options, the lot size of this particular stock is somewhere at around 3,700 if I'm not wrong. And if it is 3,700, then with the 3 points movement, we are talking about almost 11,000 rupees profit in this one single move in a matter of just few hours. There's the benefit. Let us check what's happening in, let's say, ITC. As you can see here, this is one massive movement in ITC, and there is a point. Now it is telling us hold call option in the action information, but it has already told us to buy a call option somewhere at this point in time at 9:30 in the morning today, and the price was at 202.35, and from there now it is trading at 206.50, more than 4 points movement in this one single move. And even if the lot size is, let us say, 2000 or 3000 lot size with 4 point movement, we are talking about literally close to 10 to 12,000 rupees profit. So this is how one can benefit from it. Now Mr. Sampath Kumar wants to check Maruti and Nifty. Let us check this. So this is a case of Maruti. You can see that the action is telling us hold call option. So this is a point it has told us to buy a call option early morning at 9:30 when the price was at around 6,677, where it has told you to buy, and after that the price immediately came down, and then from there again it has started to move up. So it is still telling you to hold the call option. So even for all these movement, it is not allowing you to exit the trade. It is telling you just hold your position. And let us check what's happening in Nifty. Now even in Nifty, you can see that the action is telling you to hold call option early morning at 9:30. It has told us to buy the call option when the price was somewhere at around 11,360 ranges, and from there now it has come down to 11,333. But in spite of this down movement, it is still telling us to hold the call option. Maybe because it feels that the price is going to go up sometime sooner, so that is the reason it is asking you to hold it. So this is how one can benefit from it. And today, when you have access to this intelligence, there are some very unique benefits as a trader that you can draw from it. Now, what are these benefits? Let's have a look. From here on, when it comes to taking an entry or an exit, there won't be any more confusion. And when not to enter, when not to exit, that is also automatically identified. You don't have to worry at all. And when it comes to trading in options, which is the right strike price, that is automatically selected for you. And the good thing here is the preparation, because it automatically tells you in advance what trade you're going to do next. So be prepared. And finally, the action information is the best thing that could happen for you as a trader, because it directly tells you what you're supposed to do. Buy call option now, buy put option now. It doesn't know whether you are a beginner or an experienced trader, but then it treats everyone as a beginner and directly gives the right information. So Dynamic Life does all the hard work for you here, gentlemen. Your job is 100% effortless, because your job is to simply place orders. And today, for you to start trading, there is no need of in-depth training. Simple basic training is more than enough. And today, any one of you can implement it. Even if you're a beginner, experienced trader, working professional, housewife, anyone can implement it. But remember, all that we want you to do here is just implement it mechanically. Do it as it is told. You don't have to use your brains. You don't have to use your expertise or anyone else's expertise. Just do it as it is told. And as long as you do that, you're in for some serious money. But then when I'm telling you all these things, some of you watching this session now, you may start thinking, now what is the cost? What is the price of this software? So let me tell you, there is no cost, there is no price that one can bear for something precious like this. But there is only one thing that you people have come here to do, and that is to decide. You're all here today to decide, are you ready to invest today to secure your tomorrow? Are you ready to invest today to secure your financial future? Now, if you're ready to do that, then let me show you what is the investment that you're supposed to make. But before I show you, let me also tell you that you're not going to invest some big money. You're going to invest a very small fetch of the profits that you can earn from this Dynamic Live. But just by looking at this Dynamic Live in a video or in a session like this, you'll not be able to judge it. Only when you touch it, feel it, open it, run it in the real-time market, do some trades. When you see the real profit in front of your eyes, that is when you'll realize its true benefits. That is the day you'll realize what you have been missing all these years when it comes to trading in stock market. But today, to make sure that all of you can first get your hands on this Dynamic Live to understand its true benefits, to make sure that every trader can reap the benefit of this Dynamic Live intelligence, for the first time ever in the last 12 years, the management at Dorman Group has come up with a very big special offer. And that is, today you can invest just 8,000 rupees plus GST to get this dynamic live for 1 month. But remember, the special offer is valid only for the first month subscription, because the original price of this dynamic live is just 4,39,000 rupees for 12 months. But today you are getting it at just 8,000 rupees plus GST for 1 month. So that you can touch it, feel it, open it, run it in the real-time market. It is a matter of a trade or two for you to gain back this investment. And there have been many people who have been requesting us for trial. All your request has been answered with the special offer here. But at the same time, the special offer is valid only for a limited period of time. Very soon the offer will go and the price will rise. So today, if any one of you is interested to jump into this revolution, start trading and start earning, then here is the link that I have just texted on the chat. Click on the link and you will be able to subscribe it immediately. But then some of you may be thinking, all right, first month we get the special offer at 8,000. What happens from the second month? Do we have to pay the complete 4,39,000? No, you don't have to do that, because there are many more other offers. Let me show you them. There is this presidential rights where you get the same 12 months plan. Instead of investing 4,39,000, today you can invest only 1,23,000, where you get dynamic live for 1 entire year. You also get a dynamic system free for lifetime. Now, what is this dynamic system? Dynamic system is another intelligent software like dynamic live. It also gives you right entry and right exit automatically. And it helps you to do some amazing positional trades. And those who want to do short-term or long-term investment in the equity segment, that can also be done with the help of this dynamic system. And the biggest benefit is this dynamic system gives you signals and information 1 day in advance. So those people who don't have time, by spending hardly 10 to 15 minutes of your leisure time, you will be able to follow this dynamic system and start earning consistently year after year. And this dynamic system in itself is worth around 95,000 rupees, but today you are getting it free for lifetime. You're getting almost 71% off per month on this particular plan. And there is this privilege rights where you get a 6 months plan at just 72,000. You get dynamic live for 6 months. You also get dynamic system free for 1 year. And we have a 3 months plan at just 42,000. You get dynamic live for 3 months. You also get dynamic system free for 3 months. And at last, we have 1 month plan at just 16,500. You get dynamic live for 1 month. You also get dynamic system free for 1 month. So these are all the 4 different plans that you can opt for from the second month onwards. But for the first month, you get the special offer at just 8,000 rupees plus GST. And if any one of you is interested, the link is already there for you to subscribe. But once you subscribe, now the technical team will send you a mail. They will take a remote access of your computer and they will install this dynamic live and dynamic system today itself onto your computer. And along with that, you can also attend an online workshop today at 5 p.m. wherein you will learn things in a bit more detail, so that from the very next day you will be ready there to start trading and start earning. And along with that, every day whenever the markets are open, before the market opens at 8:30 in the morning, we have a pre-market session wherein we come and plan for the day. So whichever favorite stock that you're planning to trade, we can discuss there. What is the trade that you're supposed to do, what not to do. All these details are discussed, and if you have any questions or doubts, you can get it clarified in that session. And after that, anyways, at 5 p.m. we have these online workshops wherein you can come and join the session again in order to revise your learning and also get your doubts clarified. So these are all the benefits here, gentlemen. This is all about today's session. If anyone of you is interested, the link is there for you to click and subscribe. But if you have any questions or doubts before you subscribe, you can ask me now to get it clarified. So any questions or doubts? All right, looks like there are no more questions or doubts. So gentlemen, thank you all for joining today's session. Wish you all a happy trading and a very good afternoon. See you on the other side in the online workshop at 5 p.m. Until then, good day to all of you, and thank you once again for joining the session.